researchers have linked people's attraction to shiny things to our innate desire for water. I wanted to create a space that draws people in with its shimmer, and once inside, they're surprised with a moment of reprieve. I'm Dawn Okoro, and I'm one of the artists for Radio Tave at Meow Wolf Houston. My art installation there is the Liberty Vault. I worked on this project for about a year and a half. The first 12 months were spent creating and refining my designs and preparing for the install. The first step was coming up with a look and concept. One of the things I looked at early on was the Palace of Versailles. My favorite room is the Hall of Mirrors. I was drawn to the opulence and the level of detail we see. I thought it would be interesting to combine the opulence of the Palace of Versailles and the grit of punk art while showing what it could mean to feel free. I also pulled inspiration from my own art. Until now, my largest art piece was my effacement painting. It's a 6 by 12 foot diptych. In this piece, I wanted to show some of the creative energy that I was feeling from my community at the time. I'm drawn to the sense of movement of the silhouettes and how each figure can represent many people. Then I needed to come up with a name for my project at Meow Wolf. It needed to be something that could give you a clue on what the space is all about. The title, The Liberty Vault, incorporates names of some of the few Texas music venues where punk was allowed to thrive in the 80s and 90s. I want my piece to feel welcoming, especially to the Black and brown folks who didn't always feel welcome at punk shows back in the day. There are also some Easter eggs in my design that pay tribute to younger Texas punk and alt bands. I made a scale model of my space to see how my design would work. I wanted to see how the blue floor and ceiling would look with the gold walls. To test out the design, I placed color-changing lamps over my scale model. I tried just about every color in the spectrum. My favorites were magenta and blue, but just a daylight color really looked good too. At this point, I'm not sure what color I'm going to use. I just want the figures and the wall and the gold to look good. And I really want to use the reflective quality of the gold to my best advantage. The room is in the shape of an irregular pentagon. It has 5 walls, and they are not equal in size or angles. The Liberty Vault represents an underwater mosh pit that's been preserved throughout time. Visitors are transported to an ocean blue floor surrounded by shimmering gold. Emotional rhythmic music underscores the scene. I commissioned Taz, who's in the band F Money, to compose a soundtrack for my piece. When he was in blaxploitation, he performed at the opening of my pop noir show at the Carver Museum in Austin a few years ago. I chose Taz because I appreciate his talent, and I'm so glad I got to work with him again. To create the music, I gave Taz the concept for the Liberty Vault, and then from there, I let him take artistic liberty in creating the score. Today I'm getting a tour of the Meow Wolf Houston site. It's almost ready for artists to come in and start installing.
Yeah, so our grand house is really long triangle, and it's super colorful and pink and pastel and gorgeous. At the end, there's a huge stained glass window, so it's kind of like a very breathtaking entrance to the exhibition. And there's multiple bathrooms and stroller parking and coat check, and then down there on the left is going to be the gift shop. So this is kind of like the hub, and you can come back there. And the entrance is what's going to start to here.
There's going to be some really cool hanging mobiles that hang around these sun poles. Oh, wow. Right, these are skylights. So, colored Lexan and things that shine through.
Oh, that's awesome.
And as it rotates, it's going to look really beautiful. Yeah. I expect on good sunny days, this is going to be like light clay.
That's
right?
awesome. It makes me think of like a Vegas casino. It's like so expansive and great. So once you get your ticket, you'll check it there, and then you'll go through here to enter the exhibition.
There'll be a big sign on the wall over there, and then this will be like the staging room, right?
Yeah. This is where you start to transform. Your mind turns all meow wolfy. Oh my gosh, what's happening? So exciting.
All these people are super weird.
What a weird experience you're about to have. And then you go into our super swirly portal.
Some of the best sheetrock work I've seen in the building.
Yeah, that's actually beautiful. It's so well done.
I apologize to them when they saw the framing.
Okay, now obviously it's not done yet, but it spits you out here, and this is our, like, shrinks you down room, I don't know what to call it, but it spits you right into the radio station.
The setting for Meow Wolf Houston is a radio station.
So that's kind of like the first peek after the mural of the Flex project. And we can poke into the chaos over here. This is where you really see our production happening. This is still the radio station. This is going to be like some tables, a little kitchenette area for the people that work here. There's going to be glass windows that open up into the ruin.
Seeing this huge art construction site, my first reaction was, wow.
We're just going to be here for a second because they're doing a lot of work right now, but they're doing all of the rock work for the ruins. And just so you can see a lot of the exhibition. So a lot of the Flex projects, you can kind of peek through some of these portals. And then one Flex space, you can actually walk through down here. And this is the top of the radio station, which we'll see when we go upstairs. This is going to be a portal where you open a fridge and it takes you back to another area.
So far, I've just seen renderings and layouts of the floor plan. We're now standing in the music venue of the space.
Now, we would take that staircase, but we can't. So we're going to go take the back of house staircase upstairs.
Now we're heading to the second floor where my project is.
This is a Flex here. This is Neon Thrash's space. Levy's Flex space is right there behind you. And then we're going to move through this one. This is Pavel Bruck's Flex space.
We're now seeing lots of the spaces where the local Texas artists will be.
And so now we're walking the mezzanine. We have a mural by Scott Carr back here. Smoker's patio out there. This is Daniel's space. Shotgun space, or not shotgun space, Mono's space. Carlos is doing a stairwell there. This is Chakra's space. You're all gonna get to know each other. You're all gonna get to know Jaime's space. And then there's a small little section here that's Dawn's space.
I'm finally getting to see the space where I'm going to be working for the first time.
This is the room. They're currently working on a
I'm interested in seeing how it feels in my room. Oh, quick question. Would that be a window in that corner right there? Where it's like open, would that be like a window? There was a hole in one of my walls because some type of fixture or utility is going to be installed, and then the wall will be patched up. I got to see each area where all the artists are going to be working soon. And right now it looks like a lot of drywall, but it's going to be making a huge transformation over the next few weeks. It was great to finally see my space and just sit with it for a while and imagine how my piece will look there. The drywall is up. You can see the spots where the windows will be. The floor is cement right now, but I have a special color tile that the construction crew is going to install. So the floor should be installed by the time I get there to start painting and doing everything that I'm going to do. And overall it was just nice to see everything and got to meet some of the other artists and also just talk with some of the Meow Wolf staff that I always just see on Zoom calls. My part is going to start soon and I'm excited to get going. The next thing I need to do is gather all the materials I need and then head back down to the site and get started. Thank you for watching, and if you like art content like this, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and tell a friend.